Hello world, Shelly here, and today we are going to do a super easy on-trend makeup look, perfect for fall. The latte makeup look. Over the summer, all of the makeup trends started revolving around food. Don't get me wrong, not mad at it. I love some food. I love me some food. It's a little bit weird thinking about food and makeup though. But the latte trend is here to stay. It is perfect heading into fall. And I'm going to show you an easy way to do it because you can't go wrong with the latest drop from ColourPop. Thank you, ColourPop, for sending me selections from this drop in PR. I love ColourPop. The 1111 collection. You are on the right path. Do you want to know why this is the perfect collection for doing a latte makeup look? Because the whole premise of this collection is that they have curated all of the shades to work for any undertone. Whether your undertone is cool or neutral or warm, all of the shades in this collection will work for you, and they're all neutral nude shades, so it's perfect for the latte look, and you can't mess it up because it's all going to work for you no matter what. So let me show you what we got to work with here. This is the eyeshadow palette, and it is gorgeous. It is very well curated. All of these tones go together, so you basically can't go wrong in choosing your colors. And they also have, there are lipsticks shades that came along with this. I did not receive the lipstick shades. They did send me the blush shades. So we've got 3 different levels of lightness to darkness in terms of what would suit your level of lightness to darkness best. And we've got 3 eyeshadow sticks as well. I have been way into both eyeshadow sticks and like pot eyeshadows. They're super fast and I love them. So let's take a look at what we can do with this. Now, I've already got foundation on. I am wearing ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I just applied it super quick with a brush. I suppose I could have done it on camera, but I didn't. I am going to go... Now, this made me realize I don't own a ColourPop bronzer. I'm going to stay in the drugstore price range with Flower Beauty. I am glad that Drew Barrymore stepped back starting her show during the writer's strike, but I'm still mad at her. I don't know. I have trouble getting over things sometimes, and that just was like whoopsie daisy there. But anyway, Flower Beauty, here we are. It is a beautiful bronzer, gotta say. It's the shade Sunrise, if anyone is curious. This is a BK Beauty brush that I've been loving. I've been just comboing, using it for bronzer and blush. What is the number? 107. And they're my favorite synthetic brushes. They are vegan and cruelty-free, and that's brilliant. So we're just going to keep the same brush and go right into blush. Did I say brush? Blush? You know what I mean. I'm going to pick the lightest shade, I think. I'm debating between the lightest shade and the middle shade. So the lightest shade here is called Good Energy, and the middle one is Claim It. Maybe I'll do the middle one. Even though winter is coming, we'll just do the middle one. I love the names of everything in this collection. It's all about, you know, finding your path, finding your authentic, best route. I went too far down on my face because I was acting like it was bronzer. That's okay, though. Now, ColourPop powder products are just easy. That's why I love them. Their eyeshadows are reliable. I'm going to put a little blush on my nose. I don't know what made me do that just now, but I like it. It's this color. It's this shade. It's not peachy. It's not pinky. It's not too brown. It's not too golden. It's perfect. It's just, I don't think I even have a blush that's exactly this undertone. That's beautiful. I have this super cute ghost sponge from Wet n Wild. It's dry, but I'm just gonna tap out the edges just to blur them a little bit, since I went in too heavy. There we go. Much better. I need my MAC paint pot in Painterly. I stirred it up recently. I think I actually did it on camera in a video. And it basically just renewed the whole pot. And I think that is what I was trying to explain when I stirred it up. And it's true. I swear, you can use the MAC paint pot forever. It's like the only one of its kind that doesn't dry out. It's magic. I don't know what's in it that makes it so magic, but it is the best. All right, got the eye primer going. That's what I use it for anyway. It's technically a cream to powder eyeshadow, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it's meant to be. Gotta caffeinate. Let's do this eye look. All right, here's what I'm thinking. If we're going to do the latte look, here's the idea behind the latte look. It's that your whole makeup look is following that sort of monochromatic theme of brownish toned latte coffee colors. So think coffee and then varying levels of cream that you've put into your latte, and that becomes the entire look. So this has like a slightly brown undertone to it. The bronzer has a slightly brown undertone to it. We are going to choose the shades in this palette that have that sort of latte variation of browns in it, and that is how we will achieve our latte look. So as much as this gorgeous pink is screaming my name, I'm not going to use the pink. I'm going to stick to a latte look. To accomplish that, I'm thinking we use Lucky Babe here as our crease transition. Probably going to go into the actual crease. I might use a little bit of this protection, but really the star of the show is going to be Perfect Harmony. This sort of deep, it's almost a gray plum. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That is going to be one of my favorites in this palette, I suspect. And then I'm thinking my shimmers, probably going to be those two middle ones. This one and then that copper one next to it right here. I think that is where we're going to go with the shimmers. So, ooh, it might be that one above it too. Manifest that gold. We'll see. We'll see. That's my thought process heading into this. Wayne Goss, number 4, because my number 3 is in my makeup bag because I just went away for a weekend and then I'm so bad at unpacking. Oh, let me zoom you guys in so you can see my eye. Whoa, that's the wrong way. You see my eyes a little better. I just don't unpack ever. Things will sit. Let me tell you, when I packed for Ireland this year, you know where I found my power plugs, like the converters to go from the American outlets to the EU outlets? Yeah, they were sitting on the chair in my bedroom in the same bag that I had packed them in from last year's Ireland trip. So yeah, I'm very bad at unpacking things, and it is what it is. So who knows how long my Wayne Goss number 3 is going to sit in a bag in my bedroom. Right now, the bag, I put it on the floor when I go to bed, and then I put it back on the bed in the morning because Daffy, my orange cat, has been sleeping in the bag. So I can't unpack it, right? Because Daffy's sleeping in it. Yeah, these are the excuses I make for myself. All right, now my Sigma E25. This is where we have to have a moment of truth. All right, I'm going to go in with this. I'm having a hard time reading protection. It's getting worse, guys. I can't read. It's getting worse. I turn 49 soon, and I guess I am glad that I made it this far without needing reading glasses. But I think my days are now numbered. Bad YouTuber. Did not turn my phone off. Oh, it's T-Mobile telling me that I can upgrade the phone that I literally just upgraded. Like, on launch day. So, you wasted your SMS charge on that one, T-Mobile. Good job filtering your customers by previous purchases. Oh, this looks like Latte. Okay, now I need a flat brush. My Smith 253, guess where it is? It's in the same place where my Wayne Goss number 3 is. So let's see if I have my old favorite. It's a Real Techniques flat brush. Yes. I don't know what number it is, and it's all worn off. I can't even see it. But it's a Real Techniques flat brush, eyeshadow brush, small shadow brush, and I very, very much enjoy it. I just noticed that this Color Divine has some sparkles in it. Oh, I might have to use that. Ooh, this changes things a little bit, kinda, sorta. Oh, I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I want to do now. All right, we're going to do the original plan, Perfect Harmony. I'm going to start and put that on the outer third. It's eventually going to go a little bit into the crease as well, but I think then we're going to also use a little bit of that deep, dark, sort of glittery shade. This one is kind of just to get some depth down here. There is going to be a shimmer that I bring in. So we're just kind of getting a base of color. Now don't worry too much. Don't take it really into the crease, but don't worry if you get some up there, because we are going to go back in with a smaller blending brush and blend some of that out and make it more seamless. So this would be your dark coffee. I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. I just wiped my brush off, and now I'm going to go into, moment of truth, I have to make a decision. I'm going to use the one that looks more brown, that one right there. The shade is called, I can't read it. Sherlock, I need you. Reflect. Oh, my eyeballs. This looks very glittery. I bet this one would be beautiful applied with fingertip instead of a brush. If you want maximum payoff. Ooh, there's some beautiful glitter in there. I'm going to use my finger because this is too pretty. Oh, yeah, look at that. If the camera would focus. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes. I was not expecting that to be as pretty as it is. Not that I didn't expect it to be pretty. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the combination of glitters in there is more sophisticated than I anticipated. And so the effect is really pretty. I almost want to take that across my whole lid. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to refrain, and I'm going to try and stick with my original plan here. I'm going to wipe my finger off on a wet towel. I'm going to go back into that brush, and we're going to use this Major Change shade here for the inner corner, inner third or so. Because I do want to kind of combine the more neutral with the leaning warm, because that orange is leaning warm. But if we neutralize the inner corner just a little bit, How do I always get glitter under here? I get glitter underneath my eye on this side when I apply glitter shadow, and I get fallout right here on this side. Well, I mean, I didn't have any until I touched my face with my dirty finger. Oh, goodness. I don't really want to use too much wet because I don't want to ruin my foundation. Might need a touch up. We will worry about that in a minute. Wow. Girl, I'm a hot mess. Hot mess. Alright, done with that particular brush. Guess where my Wayne Goss number 20 is? But I've got my 19 here. So first, I'm going to go into that. Oh, let's do two things. I'm going to refresh the crease with this one a little bit. Then I'm going to go in here and blend a bit, and then we're going to deepen the very outer corner with that dark shade. So this is just to kind of make sure that we keep our little bits of depth into the transition. I'm going to wipe my brush off and actually go into our original transition shade and take that just a smidge higher so that we don't lose that transition. I'm barely touching my skin right now. Very, very lightly. Because we don't want to have that lightest shade eaten up by the darker shades, you know? You still want those layers. Now, another thing with the Latte look is that a lot of people combine it with the pantyhose makeup trend. I don't know what all these names are, whatever. The idea of it being kind of a sheer wash of color. So we're going to try to stay in that realm, even though I went a little glitter happy. How do you not be glitter happy? All right, going down into that original crease shade. This is where you just kind of bring it all together. It blends the lid shadow with the crease shadow. I find that I don't like, you know, I wouldn't skip the crease initially because having that template there fills in some color. Like, you don't really want to do the lid and then add the crease on top of it. There is, you know, most eyeshadows benefit from layering, you know, in my experience. So that's the kind of blend it all together, mesh the lower part with the upper part, and that is looking nice and smooth. Now we need the depth. This is where the outer 7 comes in, where I always thank Misha from Sugar Puff and Fluff, because she's the first one that ever said that I ever heard. You know, because the outer V is that idea of doing a V out here. But if you have droopy or hooded or heavy upper lids, that kind of angles everything down, and you want lift. So if you think of a 7, the number 7 up here instead of a V, it just helps lift everything up. When your eyes are relaxed, it'll look like an outer V. But when you're, like when I talk, I raise my eyebrows, it'll look more like a 7, and it gives you that lift, and it's wonderful. So let's do that little bit of shimmery, super dark shade. This is the darkest shade in the palette. So don't go too heavy, but start higher. You know, see where I'm starting? I'm way up here at the 7. That's where the point of the 7 would be. And I'm just tapping into the palette because I don't want too much color. And I'm not going all the way to the center. Not bringing it all the way in. I'm just drawing a little 7 here. And I'm keeping it on like the outer third. When the color is off of my brush for the most part, then I'm just gonna wiggle it on this outer third to mesh the colors together, and I'll take whatever's left like 2/3 of the way in, just a little bit. Ta-da! Definition. This brush is a little bigger than I use. The number 20 is just a little bit smaller than this one. This one's the 19. I hope these brushes all come back. Like, I haven't checked Beautylish lately, but I know a lot of the brushes from Wayne Goss were out of stock. And he had created his own website, which made me wonder whether he was going to continue to sell on Beautylish or not. But on his website, he's only shipping to the EU, the UK, out that way, over the pond, because that's where he is. And that would mean that we can't get him in the US. So maybe that's why he would stay with Beautylish. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like this eye needs a little bit more. Taking that darker. This is the spot of my personal eye that does not hold color. It never blends in this particular spot. It never stays put. It always looks like a divot. It is what it is. Oh, but is it gonna stay put for like a minute? Maybe. Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Do I want to do some on my lower lash line, Wayne Goss number 5? I think maybe I will do that light shade that we used for our crease transition. I don't want a lot going on down here, but just enough of a shadow to, I don't know, make everything cohesive and maybe get rid of some of the glitter that I accidentally put down under my eye, you know, because I'm a clumsy, oh, and I just stabbed myself in the eyeball. Don't do that. Not advised. I really, really am enjoying the fade of these colors, like the blend of them all together. I'm very much, that is the sign of truly good color curation. They didn't just pick any terracotta shade. They didn't just pick any old, like, I don't even know what you call that. Is it gray? Is it brown? Is it plum? I don't even know. They didn't just pick any old dark brown. Like, when you curate the undertones, the magic is that you can grab anything from anywhere in the palette and use it. And when a brand does good color curation like that, the result is a very easy to use product. And I appreciate that. I'm sure lots of people appreciate it. It just makes life easier. And you don't have to think so hard. You can just go on a whim with anything in the palette and it will work. And a lot of less expensive products, like in the reasonable price point, like I would call ColourPop, don't do that level of curation. So that is why I generally don't enjoy less expensive eyeshadows, because the color curation in the palettes is not great. It might be a decent formula, but if the colors don't go well together, you're never going to get a look that feels like mwah, chef's kiss, you know? I'm going to use the shadow stick. The lightest shade. I would definitely need Sherlock to help me on what color. This is, oh, the print is so tiny. Angel Vibes. I'm going to use this on my inner corner. Look how easy that was. Boom. Now, I'm obnoxious, so I really probably would just leave it. But for your sake, I will tap it out. But you know, I love an obnoxious inner corner highlight. Kind of like I love an obnoxious brow bone highlight, which my favorite brow brush is this Crown. It is just a random C513. Actually, I'm going to go with that lightest shade, which also, thank you ColourPop for putting a truly light and a truly dark shade in your palette. A lot of brands have been skipping that lately. And the thing is, without a far light and a far dark, you can't get contrast. And a non-contrasty look, even when you're going monochromatic, you still need contrast. Contrast is what draws the eye. Contrast is what differentiates things from each other. Even when you're going for a nice, smooth, blended monochromatic, the contrast of light to dark is what gives you the oomph, gives you the impact. Like, that's true in makeup, it's true in artwork, it's true all over the place. So thank you, ColourPop. I like to call out brands when they have good color curation, because it seems like it's a dying breed, and that's tragically sad to me. Alright, I think that's it for the eyeshadow. I have a new eye pencil. I think it's new, from CoverGirl. It is the Perfect Point Plus, and I just saw it in the CVS, and I thought I would try it for waterline. Is this like a cap, or is that where it comes out of? It comes out of there. Okay. You can't see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, it's out. We are just going to go upper waterline. So the packaging on this one said it's smooth as a gel, but bold and dries like an ink, which that caught my attention. That was very easy to apply. Definitely smooth. And since it's like the twist up style, it's a little bit thinner. So if you do struggle with applying waterline pencil, it's a little bit easier to keep it in track where it belongs. There is a little blendy thing here, but I won't need that for my waterline. Let's get some mascara on. I have to curl my lashes. I have the kind of lashes that stick straight out from your face. And they don't like to hold a curl, which is why I'm so picky with my mascaras. Alright. I have a new mascara to try from the drugstore as well. This is the Maybelline Falsies Surreal. Can't lie, part of my attraction was this packaging. It just looks really cool. It's nice and chunky. You get a good handle on it. Never tried this before. Here's the wand. Looks like the kind that will grab lots and lots and lots of baby hairs and make them look like lashes, which I like. My favorite lash look has depth at the roots and then looks like I have a million lashes. That is what I'm always going for with my lash looks. Now, I prefer a bold mascara. I like a bold look. That's not bad. It's not as volumizing as I might prefer. Let's go in with a second dip. But it's got some decent length to it, and it is giving me that million individual lashes look, which it ticks enough boxes that I'm gonna say I like this. There you go, 2 coats. Okay, I see you, Maybelline. I see you. Do you guys, I'm always curious. Every so often I get a comment where someone can't believe that I do both of my eyes mascara with the same hand and that I just flip it over, like flip it. Ziva, get down. And I don't know, that's just how I've always done it. So she's mad that I've made her get down, so she's digging in my empty box down here. Alright, brows. ColourPop, ash brown. My camera had just stopped recording, so I'm hoping that I noticed it without missing anything important. So I have this little divot right here in my brow that I color in, and I kind of use that to be the template for my shape on this side. Of course, I don't have the same problem on the other side, which means even when I'm trying to fix my brows, they're still like cousins and not siblings or sisters. Or, oh goodness gracious, then I draw in the wrong place totally. I'm not good at my brows. I dream of having an arch in my brows. I don't have one naturally, but I've tried to fake it, and I usually do a terrible job. On this eye, I always draw it too high. But this side, the tail is where this brow struggles, because this is the side of my face that I sleep on. Yes, I sleep on my side. No, I will never change that. Yes, I know that it's giving me wrinkles. Whatever. It is what it is. I can't breathe when I sleep on my back, and I have vertigo, so I cannot sleep on the other side because I spin. I do love this pencil though. It is Perfection. Took me a very long time to find a shade match in a brow pencil. I'm going to use the Jones Road Clear brow gel. Oh, I put way too much on. That was a lot. That was a lot. We might need some help. Oh, maybe not. The problem with this particular brow gel is that if you put too much on, it will throughout the day kind of flake like a mascara might, and that's not good. So I do have a little too much, but hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully. Come on, stop misbehaving, brows. Why you gotta be so misbehaving? For lip, ColourPop. I have a video lip swatching all of these shades. This is not part of the 1111 collection. This is their ultra blotted lip. I need Sherlock to tell me what color I picked. Still an icon. This is always the one I end up picking. I just go in blind and I'm like digging through and I'm looking for the shade, like the undertone I want. And it always ends up being this one. So these ultra blotted are meant to be sort of like, I don't want to call it semi-sheer, because that's not quite the right word, but you kind of want that no hard lines look. You know what I'm saying? So I just go to town with like over smudging it, but it looks natural because it's only the portion of my lip line that is reachable with my lip, instead of like blotting it out with my fingertips. You know, that way it's that almost messy but like not exactly messy look. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's zoom out and get the finished look. Here it is. Also, this is my hair air dried with absolutely no product in it whatsoever. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair black again. What do you think? We're just doing red for a minute, for a hot minute. We'll see. Finished look. Latte. All right, I completely agree that what ColourPop was going for in the undertones of this collection is exactly what they intended. This is just a perfectly curated set of undertones. I would love to hear if you have tried this and what your natural undertone is. I am basically neutral. I prefer to skew a tiny bit cool. In the dead of winter when I have no sun whatsoever, I am just a smidge over the line into the cool side of things, you know, closer to neutral, but yeah, this is I think perfection. Super pleased. Thank you, ColourPop. These are freaking gorgeous. Brilliant plan, brilliant timing with the whole latte trend. I'm pointing out the window because all the trees are turning colors and it's fall, and this is a perfect trend to head into fall. You can't go wrong. It's beginner friendly. It's expert friendly because you can just go wild and do whatever you want without worrying that you're picking the wrong shades. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. And if anyone's curious, I just got this headband at CVS. It's a Claire's headband, and they had it with like the Halloween stuff. So go check your CVS if you like headbands. There you have it. Latte look. What do you think? Will you try it? Are you already wearing it? What palettes are you using to get your latte look? Will you consider the 1111 collection from ColourPop? Let me know in the comments down below. And what other trends would you like to see? We can check them out, see if they work on this 40-something face. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.